This week in the class I teach dual enrollment college classes to freshmen in high school, which I have issues with freshmen in high school taking college classes anyways. That feels a little.
Yeah, they're not ready. They're like 13, right?
So
Like
what
that's
I
not.
was gonna say, what birth year are we talking? Like 2012?
Oh God.
I don't even know. If I ask that, I'm going to
Uh,
disappear into like a cloud of
That's
dust.
that's
yeah,
upsetting.
2012, 2013. I mean, they could have been born the year that ULM went to a bowl game.
Oh,
2012.
they may have known a world where ULM has gone to a bowl game, or they may not
Yeah.
have. We were doing this thing about research, and we're doing this thing about knowing how to find information, use sources, things like that.
Mhm.
Basic. And I said, okay, everyone, open up your Chromebooks because they all have Chromebooks.
Mhm.
Flip them open and open up Google. We're going to look up some stuff. And then I took a beat. And I said, okay, what's the capital of South Africa? The immediate response was, I don't know that. You can't, how am I supposed to know that? I was like, guys, you have Google right in front of you. Type in
But
things.
Google's not Chat GPT, so how are they supposed to know?
So they type it in. And listeners, if in case you don't know, I'll tip my hand here. South Africa has three capitals: Cape Town, Pretoria, and Bloemfontein.
Is Johan? Oh, I would
They
have
broke
got
it
that
up.
wrong.
No, they have like the executive capital, the judicial capital, and the legislative capital, or something like that.
I thought one of them was Johannesburg, but I am also a stupid.
No, it is the largest city, but not one of the capitals. The best part about this was that the Google AI preview, which they were relying on, is not. It'll list one or two of them, but it doesn't give you a lot of information, things like that. So some of them got the answer right and they hollowed it out. And then I said, oh, that's really interesting. Why are they have three capitals? Well, how am I supposed to know that? Okay, guys, you have the internet in front of you. Let's try looking up the internet. Let's try looking things up. We got there eventually. Okay.
Important question on this note. And this is going to sound meaner than I intend it to sound, but like I am acquainted with someone who teaches high school. And she has expressed concern about the high schoolers' ability to like meaningfully read.
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Yes.
just high school. One friend of the show, Remy, is a professor at Arkansas Tech, and he does a lot of the first year. Let's make sure these kids know how to read classes, and the answer is sometimes is no.
So then I asked them another question that would have a interesting answer. I asked them who won the national college football title in 2004.
Ah,
Ah,
there is a correct answer here. It's not one that Google will give you.
So there are.
how big of a golf fan is Google?
So this comes up a bunch. I asked them to look this up. They find USC. But then someone goes, wait a second, it looks like they had to have their title revoked. And then someone goes, well, someone says something about here about Auburn winning a national title.
Correct.
And then there was
Golf
a bit
Digest.
in it. It was a discussion in it. It was interesting. Arthur?
At any point, did you ask your students to look up how to stop your Windows sounds from playing on your computer?
Hold up.
I'll
let
be
me
honest,
see.
I thought that was me. I know that's right.
Mitch just took his headphones all the way off.
Whoa, that was a lot of noise at once.
I don't think I could even parse what noise that was.
Then
It
I
sounded
asked
like a
them,
circus carousel falling down the stairs.
Yeah, well, it's because it was the carousel and my favorite, my beloved fuck ass chainsaw noise. Jordan hit the chainsaw button again. Thank you.
Yeah, see,
The
Jordan's not playing all the stuff I've sent him that he won't even put on the soundboard. We might have to break those out.
I should be allowed to have the access to the soundboard.
Longtime listeners will know that I was supposed to be the canonical keeper of the soundboard.
the last thing I asked them, and the one that they got into like a screaming match with me about, in all 3 classes I taught was this. I asked them, how far is the Artemis capsule from the moon right now?
Oh.
I said, at this very moment in class, how far is the Artemis capsule from the moon? And so what they all did was they typed in to Google Artemis capsule distance moon or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And if you read the little AI preview, it says approximately 4,000 miles. That's how close they got.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't want that answer.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted how far they were from the moon right at this very moment. Now, listeners, there is a way to track this.
Yes.
That's a website you can actually see where exactly they are. And it's live updates. But I had 16, 14-year-olds yelling at me that I was wrong because the Google said 4,000 miles.
And the kids can't read and have no critical thinking skills. I do appreciate, I think this kind of thing is the correct direction of your troll energy.
Did you like that? I thought it was a good troll energy.
I think it's good. Yeah, I think it's good for the teenagers to get trolled by adults sometimes.
From each according to his ability, to each according to his need. And Jordan's ability is trolling kids.
Yeah. You should read them your
The Pitbull sonnet.
Pitbull sonnets, yeah.
What I am going to do, and I am working on a lesson right now, I'm going to call it How to Search Shit on the Internet. Because
can you say the shit word in high school?
No, I'm going to put a little asterisk there. Or stuff, I'll say. Because, and this is not, I want to be very clear here, listeners. I'm not slamming the kids for not knowing this. I don't make fun of people for not knowing things.
Mm-hmm.
I just realized that there is a gap here.
Yeah.
You are a teacher who are teaching things.
When they have their laptop open, I have said we're going to look something up together. The best part were the kids that would just yell out guesses without actually touching their computers.
That's how you win.
I actually do like that energy. That's funny.
It was driving me crazy. I was laughing. I was laughing inappropriately hard. The other one, guys, and everyone, hold on to your desks.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on to your desk.
I don't have a desk.
I'm at the hotel desk.
Hold on to something. Because I asked the kids, hey, what's an encyclopedia?
Oh, no.
And they had no clue what one was.
It's like if Wikipedia was a book.
I would have said if Wikipedia was a book.
They had no idea why it was called Wikipedia.
I hate it here.
It's because it has Pedialyte in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Keeps you hydrated. So I had to explain to them that these books existed, these sets of books existed.
Oh God. Is this what like my school teachers felt like explaining the concept of like rotary phones?
Yeah. So that was an interesting.
No,
day.
it's more like when teachers said you're going to use cursive all your life to me.
The teacher, because I'm not an official teacher at the school, there has to be another teacher in the room with me just to sort of take attendance and stuff like that. That teacher was laughing so hard she had to step out of the room when I was trying to explain what an encyclopedia was to these children.
I'm just glad the kids are learning so that someday, after
God's
all
work.
millennials die, someone will still understand how to actually use the computer.
Yeah.
So what's the gap? What's the line? Are you teaching the young end of Gen Z or the old end of Gen Alpha?
Old end of Gen Alpha.
Okay. So I don't have to claim them.
No, you don't have to claim them. The other thing was that if you want to talk about something they have learned, though, guys, and what hasn't changed, when I asked about Wikipedia, they all said, oh, we can't use that.
The thing that's upsetting about this is that at this point, for a high school paper, Wikipedia is probably a pretty good source.
To start with,
it's
100%.
certainly, it's what you actually do. Pro tip, high schoolers who are listening to this, and college students, honestly. I've done this for master's papers. It does
Click
work.
the number.
If
Yes.
you read the Wikipedia article, you see how there's those little tiny superscript numbers after they say things. That's usually like a pretty good newspaper or academic source or something, and you can start there.
You can usually get away with not even reading it and just copying the link into your site machine. I forget what I called it.
Kamish, you're gonna want to plug your ears real fast. I do have a
Oh.
quick Pokemon thing.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I one of the questions I asked them to Google was what move Bulbasaur learns at level 9.
I don't know why that's funny.
They got into an argument between whether it was Leech Seed or Vine Whip because it depends on the generation.
Mhm.
So the kids are kind of cooked, but you know what? We're gonna have a fun lesson next Monday about how to Google shit. So
That's
then they can have a podcast.
Yeah, and then we can sing Sickos Committee Googles things. Teenagers learning to Google things.
Kids, gather round. It's time to Google the Sickos Committee podcast to boost our viewership numbers.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
and download everywhere.
Today we're going to
Welcome
learn how
everyone to the
download a
Sickos
podcast.
podcast. Welcome everyone to the Sickos Committee podcast. This is our podcast for the evening of April 7th, 2026. It is Tuesday night, and you know what it's time for? Tuesday night UFLction. Felction?
I don't like that.
Flaction.
The Dallas Nay Arlington Renegades, who play in Frisco, Texas, are up on the St. Louis Battlehawks 17-6. The Battlehawks, however, are they driving? Nope. That it would be the colors here don't work. The score bug's weird. I believe the Renegades are driving. Anyways, as always, I am Jordan. With me tonight, I have a cavalcade of guests. We have Kamish, Pick Girl, Kevin, Joseph, and
Don't call me that.
Arthur on the ones and twos.
Yeah, that's weird.
Josephus, how are you?
Bad now. I am in lovely, just outside of Ganoogaming First Nation. I did look it up because I want to be able to speak to my brothers and sisters on the podcast. It is 19 degrees Fahrenheit here currently. Happy
Ooh.
spring, everyone. Hope you're enjoying your spring.
I mean, that's not that much colder than it is here.
That is literally like half as cold as it is here. It's that's a lot of cold.
In Fahrenheit, yeah. But
Yeah.
Kevin?
That's how you people speak in Fahrenheit.
I'm good. You can call me by the long version of my name if you want to.
What's your long version of your
Kevin
name?
Ophilus.
I just wanted to see what you'd come up with.
Oh, okay. Kevin.
Kevin.
That works.
It's actually the other way. It's the Kevin.
Hey, girl, how are you?
It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
Kamish, how's the rocks, dude?
Jeez.
Rocks.
So yeah,
Rocks.
a lot of rocks. I've basically been like zero escaping my lawn, one section of it, because it bakes in the sun all day, and we've been in a drought in San Antonio for like I don't know, like 5-6 years.
Decades.
It feels like since 2017. I don't know. Like Hurricane Harvey's kind of like the last amount of rain I think we got, and that was 2017. So one section of my yard is just in the sun all day, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna like basically zero escape this section, because like the gutters we have at the house, there's been a lot of erosion, from and then, like the grass won't grow. It's nothing but crabgrass, and I'm just like, I'm not putting down new turf. There's no way it's gonna stay, and I can't water it because we're in a drought. So we're like, water restrictions, and so I decided to get this rock from like one of these bulk rock places.
Yeah.
Do y'all have that? Like you just
Yeah.
go to a place and like, hey man,
Yep.
Yeah.
can I get a dump truck
Like
full
a
of
landscaping place.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can just order that from Lowe's, I think, or like I assume
Well-
the mulch guy also sells rocks.
Yeah, the
You don't have a
Lowe's-
rock guy?
Lowe's
I live in
will like
Pennsylvania. We got rocks for free.
yeah. So like we have. So I order like 3 cubic yards of rock.
Yeah.
For this section, it's like almost 500 square feet, and I get it dumped out yesterday, and I'm doing this all day. Like my wheelbarrow breaks, like just not, I finished today. There's still like a little spot because there's like a hill, on some of the rocks because the erosion is not even, and so I gotta buy like a couple bags from Lowe's, like 2 more bags to just finish it off, and I'll be done. I'm just incredibly sore and completely tired. I am absolutely wiped from all this xeriscaping, which look, I don't have to water that section anymore. I I still have like yard. I'm not like giving up on the yard completely, which I would feel like a failure if I did. But I still got, yard in the backyard and a big spot on the front with grass. So I'm just exhausted, man. Just too many rocks.
Kamish,
Yeah.
have you considered installing colored turf?
Yes, I did. It's really expensive and would make my house probably about 20 to 30 degrees hotter.
It would also make your house. You have to pay a tithe to Boise State.
I would have to pay Boise State $1 to get colored turf, but I would probably just go with green. I don't, I mean, like what type of colored turf would I get? Could I get it like Spurs Fiesta colored turf, like San Antonio
absolutely.
Spurs
Yes.
Fiesta uniform?
No, you got to get the committee like black and white turf like in the video
Oh.
game that when we made ourselves.
So like it's still there in the video game
Yeah.
if you wanted to download it. Yeah, but like, so it looked like it's SUNY Morrisville turf, black turf.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
They
white.
did a study. It's not that
It's-
much hotter than the regular turf. It's fine.
Make it white so it's Christmas all year round.
Oh, it's a white Christmas there. No, it's just
Snowblind
turf-
your neighbors.
somebody like my neighbor across the street had sprinklers and they gave up and just did all rocks.
Mhm.
So I was just like, okay, like if they had sprinklers and they gave up, and I'm like, oh, I mean, I still got like some shaded areas that, with the big trees in the front yard and whatnot, but yeah, we're turning into a desert in San Antonio unless we get some rain here.
Commissioner's gonna be so pissed when he finds out he has to water rocks.
I do.
Oh yeah, you didn't know this?
Rocks are plants, according to our Discord.
Okay. Are they really?
Rocks
you
are
got
hot.
to get them some electrolyte. That's what they crave.
I forgot about that one, man.
Rocks are
that was
plants?
something else.
According
Yeah.
to our when did I miss this?
Oh, this was years
This is
ago.
old server lore.
Or
Yeah,
Or-
this is before. This may be before we were a thing.
I think
Okay.
this predates the committee, yes.
Okay.
Hang on,
Yeah.
I'm gonna check.
Rocks are plants.
Listeners,
It could have been if it took place in Cannibals. I was scared to go in there after
I
I
mean,
kept
yeah,
seeing all the
because you
food
would
crimes.
every time you walked in.
Every time I go in there, there's a food crime.
absolutely horrifying was
I
happening.
was like, come on, man.
listeners, if you don't know the way we interact with the UFL, because they're super serious football and they don't interact with us, is that we always just post, hey, y'all, UFL's on with a highlight clip. That's all we do. Our friend Roger Sherman on Blue Sky found a generative AI
Oh, good, you found this.
trending.
Yes,
Arthur dropped it in for me. Thank you, Arthur.
perfect.
Found what people are saying about Tuesday night UFL. Quote, Tuesday night football is here. Fans are excited for midweek UFL action, calling the novelty, quote, fucking sick. Yep. Fuck yeah. Do you know what surprises me? Once again, like how poorly they're advertising this is that I'm not at this game. Like, how did I not know there was a Tuesday night Dallas Renegades game 10 miles from my house?
I look, man. I had no clue until like I saw a UFL like I guess retweet of an Arlington Renegades touchdown that happened like 2 minutes ago, and I was like,
Excuse me, Arlington Renegades?
Or is it the Dallas now? I
The
don't.
Dallas Renegades that play in Frisco. The Dallas Renegades of Frisco, Texas, I believe is the full title.
Okay.
Of
Is
Anaheim.
it like the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim?
Exactly.
Okay.
Do,
Yeah.
do
All
you
right.
have to know about something for it to be, quote, fucking sick?
I mean, if I see a, that's the kind of thing I say if I see a cool dog.
I just
Fucking sick.
I
Jordan,
just
you
love
have
it.
to know about it for it to be, quote, fire.
Oh God.
I believe this
Oh,
is
no.
fucking fire, guys.
It's absolute fire.
Absolute.
I don't know. I don't know why, but I'm reading that generative AI blurb in John Oliver's voice in my head because I think he's the only person I can think of that would say something was, quote, fucking sick.
Yeah,
You know,
saying,
like in
saying the
that
word
way.
quote out loud.
Yeah.
The UFL this year has been a mixed bag of things. The St. Louis Battlehawks, of course, their fandom is locked in. Their fandom has been locked in forever. They're big supporters of their team, things like that.
There's an analog in arena football. There is one arena football team in the entire world that has a consistent fan base, and it's the Albany Firebirds. Every other arena football team has a fleeting at best fan base, and with spring football, it's the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Which league is the Albany Firebirds in?
I don't even know anymore. They've switched leagues many times.
Okay, they are in the Arena Football 1 league. Okay.
That is the Phoenix League of the AFL.
Hey, Kamish.
Yeah.
Who won the men's national basketball title?
It was. Can I say it in Cajun man voice? You
That's what I want
asked
you
it
to
last
do.
time.
That's what I want you to do.
Oh, okay. Michigan.
Hail to the fucking victors. Michigan wins the national title in men's college basketball, NCAA Division One, with all of the extra descriptors I have to use to describe it to make sure we know what team we're talking about here. They whooped up on UConn pretty handily. I watched the game. It was fine. I don't think that it was like towards the end, especially, it was never really in doubt.
It was not the most beautiful basketball we've ever seen.
As the UFL description says, it was fucking sick. But no, it was one of those where I think UConn did this intentionally to really muck up the game because I think they thought that was kind of one of their ways that they could defeat Michigan.
Mm-hmm.
Because if they tried to run with Michigan, I don't think it would have gone too well for UConn. So I feel like this was a UConn way that they tried to win it and tried to muck it up and just make the game just ugly, and it was ugly. And I mean, really, there was a swing at the end where if they would have made a layup, which they missed, and they would have got it within 2, but they missed it, and then Michigan came back down and got a 3 to take like the lead back to 9 or whatever. I forgot what the swing exactly was, but that with like a minute 30 left, that was pretty much it then.
Yep.
Michigan had some fun not making their free throws, but hey, they finished with a nice 69 points to win the national championship. So,
well, let's talk about this. Michigan hit 2 for 15 on threes.
Yeah,
like
it's
a
fine.
team had been hitting threes a lot. Couldn't hit a fucking thing last night and still won the game, which is very impressive.
Yeah. I mean, this kind of thing, there's always discourse about like them being in a football stadium, making it more difficult for them to hit threes. My understanding is that the data does not fully bear that out. But it's a thing some people think that may have contributed. I don't know.
Arthur?
See, I feel like the real key here, I don't think UConn can win a national title without Kling Kong. I think they need Donovan Clingan. They can't. They won. He played 2 seasons at UConn. They won the championship both years. Now he's gone pro. He's tearing it up in the NBA, and UConn, they're just not what they were.
Head coach Donovan Clingan.
When Jordan said he thought UConn did this on purpose, I my first reaction was what, lose, and was just thinking it was some impressive solidarity both with the women's team and with
Yes, it was.
cultural dedication to giving your coach really terrible sound bites after a loss.
Mhm.
Oh my god. Okay, never mind. Sorry.
What was that?
I apparently an autoplay video on ESPN. Who knew? Okay.
No, I'm just saying that like UConn tried to muck the game up
Yes.
and make it not pretty. It not necessarily like they wanted. I mean, they didn't shoot well from three either, but like they slowed the game down. They slowed the tempo down, and they beat Michigan up on the boards too, like pretty well. They out rebounded them on the offensive boards, 22-12. I mean, I feel like this was supposed to be like they made it a physical game instead of like a flowing finesse game. I would say like just letting everybody shoot and have a good time. But no, But I mean, Michigan kind of was like, okay, you want to play this way? Michigan was like, sure, fine, we'll do it this way too.
Kevin, I
Which-
think you've unlocked it though. I think I only watched the first little bit of this game, admittedly, but it looked like UConn was never really in it mentally. And I think maybe, do you think someone from UConn, like someone on the staff, yelled out "Fergito" as they went out there, and all the players were like, and it just killed the vibe.
Jim Mora took all the winning out of that program when he
he did.
when he left.
They haven't won a championship since Jim Mora has left. So.
Colorado State Pac-12 basketball champions 2027. Sorry, I'm on Polymarket right now.
This also does mean that the team that scored the most points on Michigan in the tournament was your 16 seed Howard Bison.
That's right.
Is that really
Bison.
true?
Yes,
Yes.
that is true.
That's
Yes,
the
really
Bison.
true. That's amazing. Oh, that's so good. Okay. I did not know that. Y'all,
Don't look
it's
at how
time-
many Michigan scored in that game. That's not the
Michigan
not
scored
the
over
point.
100, but
Not the point.
No
Not
one
what we're
asked
talking about here.
we're talking about Howard's points.
That's
not-
right.
Y'all, it's time for a tradition like any other, unlike any other. The Masters.
Menu.
I drove past a billboard on Interstate 83 in scenic central Pennsylvania today that evidently it's one of the like rotating LED billboards. Evidently some company near here is paying to have Masters updates appear on this billboard for people who are stuck in traffic. And like, to me, this is a thing that, I could imagine on Georgia 400 or whatever outside of Atlanta. But like, who the fuck is in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania that cares this much about the Masters?
Arthur might remember this. I was watching old NASCAR clips today, and I saw qualifying from like NASCAR on CBS, whenever that was. And during qualifying, they had the Masters scoreboard on the bottom of the screen, even though they were showing NASCAR.
Works for me.
Yeah, I feel like golf in general is like a blind spot for me. I would say in terms of like the popularity of a sport in the US versus how little I know about it, golf is probably up there. And there are some sports where like I know about the big events, like the Masters are still a complete black hole to me.
So my vision. So I thought you meant you might know it from watching NASCAR clips, but I like the idea of if golf shows up on the screen at all, it just your vision goes black. You can't see it.
I mean, look,
looking
I
away.
learn about things by them being advertised during sports I'm watching. Right? It's why I don't know about any of these TV shows anymore because they stopped advertising them in the middle of sports. Like back in the day, or I mean, still anything on network TV, like I will know about it because I will be watching a sport and there will be an ad. All these streaming services, man, like they're not putting any ads during the sporting events I'm watching. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know about any of these shows.
They still do that in Canada, and that's how I was able to teach you about the Doc Martin reboot in America.
Yeah, which I still have not seen any further. Like I saw one commercial for it, and I haven't heard of it again.
Yeah, it's advertised every sporting event on TSN.
Okay, yeah. See, I mean, that's why, like, I'm watching The Fall and Rise of Reggie Dinkins.
That's right.
I'm not watching any of these streaming shows. Like, Tell me about him. You're not telling me
I'm
about
an
your show.
episode behind. I'll get back to it. Craig Robinson was great in episode 5.
In the Masters, they
Mhm.
always have a dinner in honor of the last champion.
Well,
So-
I mean, the last champion gets to pick the menu.
Right.
Yes.
This is
That's right.
Roy
That's-
McIlroy. And so his dinner is.
Oh
peach
no,
and-
where's he from, Jordan?
I actually don't know.
He's from
Oh.
Northern Ireland.
He's from
Yeah.
the north of
Yes.
Ireland, yes.
The Northern Ireland.
The north of Ireland. Thank you, Pit Girl. The
Yes,
north of
Northern
Ireland.
Ireland. Yeah.
The north of Ireland.
So he chose peach and ricotta flatbread, rock shrimp tempura, bacon wrapped dates, grilled elk sliders for your starters. For the fish dish, a yellowfin tuna carpaccio. Then for mains, a Wagyu filet mignon or seared salmon with traditional Irish champ.
It's a type of potato dish.
Okay. Sauteed Brussels sprouts, glazed carrots with brown butter, and crispy Vidalia onion rings. And for dinner, a sticky toffee pudding. Delightful.
Ball knower.
Yeah. That sounds delightful.
If I get kicked out of this hotel, I'm blaming Jordan.
I'm trying to figure out. Okay, so how do you say the thing in front of the filet mignon?
Why you?
Wagyu
Yeah.
Which way? With the G or no?
with the G.
Did I say it weird?
You said
no,
Wagyu.
I don't know how to say it.
Oh,
I
okay.
said
Wagyu.
Wagyu.
It's a very
Wagyu.
soft G, like Wagyu.
It's Japanese.
Mhm.
You can't Cajun it up.
Wagyu.
Wagyu.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know how to say it right.
Wagyu.
Now, Kamish, I have a question
Yeah.
for you. What is your master's meal?
Look, man. If I were to win the Masters, like I had to pick like this. Like I struggled. Look, man, I have to pick 4 appetizers or
No,
whatever.
You don't have to pick all of it.
You can do whatever you
you want, man.
No,
Bubba
but
Bubba
like
Watson
you have.
famously had the worst ever Masters menu, and it was just grilled chicken breast.
What was Bubba Watson's menu? Bubba Watson.
I'll
He
go
won
find it,
twice,
but
too.
it was literally like just grilled chicken breast and fries or something like that.
I found it. It was a Caesar salad, grilled chicken breast with green beans, mashed potatoes, and macaroni and cheese, and a confetti cake with vanilla ice cream.
Boo.
What was
Are
the
you
one
a
in
child?
He
Bubba
had it in
Watson,
2015 also.
I think it was
So?
very similar.
Food still
That is the
existed in
second
2015.
Google autocomplete result
Okay,
for Bubba Watson
the-
behind just
the-
his name.
Yeah.
I will say who is known as one of the better Masters menus ever is VJ Singh, who rocked up with an entire Polynesian and Thai buffet.
Yes. That's the
See,
move.
Are you allowed to get it sponsored?
I-
Because
No.
I don't see why not.
No.
I would be like, all right, like who wants to what? Because I feel like this is publicity, right? Like
You're renting this out.
Pizza Hut, what are y'all? What's your offer? Like Cookout, what's your offer? Right, this is in the
The Masters
Carolinas
meal
or Georgia,
catered
right,
by
somewhere around
Taco
there.
Bell.
Oh, listen, Taco Bell would go hard, and I feel like that's the kind of thing that Taco Bell would be very much on board with. If I was like Taco Bell, do you want to cater this dinner at the Masters? Like they would show out.
I feel like Taco Bell is the move if you're trying to repeat as champ and you're trying to poison everyone else.
Look,
I
man,
am assuming that I'm the only person on this podcast that tuned in for Live Moss Live this year, but like Taco Bell can put on an event. That's all I'm saying.
I'm aware of Live Moss Live. I did not watch it.
I need like I would fly in like a chef to do this for me. Like I'd
They,
fly
they,
in like a
they
cake.
have very
Just-
good chefs at the
just
at
no
the
no no
convention.
no. I'm flying in Emerald Lagasse.
Hell yeah!
And,
Boom!
and we're just gonna do. We're doing full
Man, I
Cajun.
embarrassed myself there. It's Bam. I know it's Bam.
Bam.
Cajun Cajun
Yeah, the
Masters
Cajun
dinner.
Masters menu, and we're just gonna do all that stuff. You know that little tiny po' boy we made fun of like a while ago.
The po'
That's
boy
gonna
for
be an
ants?
The po' boy for ants is coming back.
Little toothpicks in them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's
Ooh,
good.
I like-
You put that in the spot on the menu where the grilled elk sliders are, and
I
Rory
would-
McIlroy's.
I like
mean,
the idea
definitely
of
gonna
just
have
like a
some,
tiny
gotta have
foods
some
menu.
oysters, char grilled oysters up in there. We throw that up there.
All
Gotta
right,
have some of that.
Arthur, are you thinking just like an hors d'oeuvres menu, or are we talking like a like course
Sicko's
menu
tapas.
list?
No,
Yeah.
like the whole meal is just tiny foods, but there's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's
So
tough.
the 999 challenge that everyone's doing.
Yes, the 999 challenge that the ballparks are selling. That's what we're doing at the Masters.
The Masters 999 challenge with nothing but pimento cheese sandwiches.
Wouldn't it be an 18-18-18 challenge?
Oh,
Oh,
I mean, you make the portion small enough, you can do that.
look,
Another thing I think might be fun is like bring in one of those like food show people, like the Masters dinner. Instead of having that be a real dinner, we're gonna bring in like John Taffer to rescue the Masters dinner while it's happening.
I was thinking we do a live episode of Guys Grocery Games.
What else, Kamish?
Oh man, look, it's just going all Cajun. There's gonna be shrimp. There's gonna be oysters. There's gonna be catfish. I love the idea of just imagining just like boiled crawfish, and then at the Masters just covering the table in like that white paper, and then everybody has to peel crawfish the whole time.
I figured this is what you would do.
Yeah, I mean, just a giant crawfish boil that everybody has to peel their own crawfish, and we'd hire people to go around to show people how to peel crawfish. I would get the Louisiana. There's like a TikToker. I think he's named like Louisiana Cracker.
Stale Cracker, one of my all-time favorite TikTokers.
Yes, and he's like put that on a cracker, dude. Just like I think Spencer Hall called him Louisiana Batman. And he was just like peeling crawfish, and I was like, "Yes, just have nothing but like you're behind 18, and it's just nothing but propane tanks and crawfish boils. Just go."
Kamish, Stale Cracker has caused one of my verbal tics. Like anytime I'm cooking now, I go, "Get that to a rolling ball."
Get it up to a rolling ball, a rolling ball.
What do you guys think mine would be?
Something really pretentious in Ivy League.
Yep.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I want you guys
Small
to
plates menu dreamed up on mountains of cocaine.
It would have like bubbles and foam and shit.
So
Yeah.
I dropped a menu. This is the current tasting menu of one of my favorite restaurants in the world. And I want you guys can you read through some of that?
I spotted right away pulverized monkfish. What?
Oh God. Okay.
What do you see on here, Pit Girl?
All right. Jueves, el 30 de enero, 2025. Energetic shrimp.
Pause.
Iberian pork with its secrets. Black beans taco with sacraments. Fried garlic soup.
Oh, that was normal.
I'm into that. I'm into
I'd
the
like to
fried
point
garlic
out
soup.
that the black bean taco is in scare quotes for some
quotes.
reason.
Yeah,
I
it's
would
a taco.
also like to know. I would like to know the pork secrets.
Iberian pork with its secrets.
With its secrets.
Is that the ham stand Iberian pork with the secrets?
Oh, potentially.
So
Fish of the day in tomato strings. Cured fish of the day with home preserved and semi-dried tomatoes, peach emulsion, and confit lemon. Lobster and yeast. Lobster
Okay, that's something to
sauteed,
say.
accompanied by grilled baraje marrow, yeast sauce, and red rice. There's like all this fish. There's so much fish.
Yeast sauce is like Vegemite, right?
Potentially.
I don't know.
Roe deer loin, crispy black trumpet leaves, and pickled mushrooms. I do like this as a dessert. I think this is a fun name for it. Acidic moment. Lemongrass sorbet with lemon whipped cream, caramelized seeds, crispy yuzu, and salty peanut touch.
That sounds good.
Yeah, no, I'm actually into that one.
Arthur.
okay, so idea here for some content that hopefully can be made before the podcast drops so people don't steal it. Not that anyone would, but I feel like if it would do numbers if you simply were able to make this exact same graphic but replace all of the foods with menu items from a specific like I think Taco Bell would go well. I think any of the regional ones. It has to be something with a big enough menu that you can fill the like basically make this graphic.
Small plates
but
Taco
replace
Bell
things.
menu. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm just saying,
Cookout
like,
would work for this.
yeah, like Cookout would definitely work for this, but I feel like something like In-N-Out wouldn't work because it's like, okay, like you put the burger, you put the fries, like like you do run out of stuff. Like I feel it has to be something that has a more expansive menu. So something like, I
Mhm.
mean, Cookout would definitely fit. Just something like that, and keep the color schemes, try to match the fonts, but then put like the sickos committee guy on the
I
side.
Mhm.
I I
Just
googled
just like Photoshop his face over Rory McIlroy's face.
salty peanut touch,
Oh no, don't do
I wouldn't have
that.
done that. I wouldn't have done that.
I
and
hope you
this
had
just
safe search on.
I all I got is just like peanut allergies.
Okay.
That's it. It's like that's it. I have no menu for anything.
This is
Like
the
it,
same. This is the same restaurant where they served me a piece of lobster, butter poached lobster, and some blue honeycomb on an iPad with a picture of the ocean underneath it.
We want plates.
This will not mean much to you, Jordan, but I am now spiritually realizing that you are the Riley Quinn of the Sickos Committee.
That
Can't
means
wait
something.
until we hear about his ridiculous wine collection.
It's a
Jordan?
great restaurant. It's called Artsock. It's in San Sebastian, Spain. 3-star Michelin, or maybe 2 at this point. So not, it's good, but it's not that good.
Shut up, Dartmouth
I'm
boy.
I'm killing you. I'm killing
I-
you with my
I don't-
mind right now. I'm
Man,
I don't
sending
think
you
I've
bad
ever been to a
vibes.
Michelin restaurant in my life.
The
I have-
classiest, like nicest restaurant I've ever been to was still in an airport.
I actually don't think I've ever lived in a city with a Michelin starred restaurant.
Dallas has one now. I'm very excited
I
about
mean,
that.
like I'm sure New Orleans has a Michelin restaurant. I would think.
I don't think Michelin's been to New Orleans. There's
Really?
only certain cities that they're in.
Okay. Okay.
But you guys are
Unsurprisingly,
100%,
there are none in Jacksonville.
you guys are 100% right. I would pick the douchiest thing you can possibly imagine.
New Orleans has a couple of Michelin's restaurants. One is a
Okay.
guy we've just mentioned. It's Emeril's,
There you go.
It doesn't surprise me. Yeah. Okay.
and then Zazu and Saint Germain are in New Orleans, and they have Michelin stars.
Okay, so apparently I have been to Michelin restaurants. All right, cool.
There you go. Cool.
I didn't even know, but like I've been to Dookie Chase, I've been to Willie Mays, like fried chicken, which I didn't know. That I've been to Parkway, I've been to.
I think these all have Michelin recommendations, but not Michelin stars.
Yeah, there's no stars though. I don't see any stars.
I am looking at the
Oh no,
a
Emerald's
Wikipedia article.
Emeril's is a 2-star.
Yeah.
Emeralds and Zazu and Saint Germain. I haven't been to any one of those three. I haven't done that.
Wikipedia article only lists 3 Michelin star restaurants.
Yep.
There are 14 in the United States, 4 in Chicago.
That's a great ratio for New Orleans.
1 in Healdsburg, California, 1 in Las Vegas, 1 in Los Angeles, 1 in Los Gatos, California, and then a whole
The
shitload
Cats?
in New York.
That's
Yeah.
the cats.
1 in San Diego, 5 in San Francisco, 1 in St. Helena, California, 1 in Washington, Virginia, 1 in West Hollywood, and 1 in Yountville. This is the French Laundry.
Oh yeah, French Laundry.
Yeah. Napa County.
The French Laundry, which I've only heard of because of that one Gavin Newsom thing during COVID.
Yep.
That's probably the only restaurant on this list that I've heard of.
I when I watched Top Chef, everyone talked about the French Laundry as if it was super prestigious, and I went, "I'll take your word for it."
The
That-
French guys, the French Laundry is sort of a mausoleum to old kinds of food. They're not.
I'm
just
killing
a
you
star.
in my mind right now.
A star
I
if
mean,
it's just
Jordan,
Like-
I am going to nationalize the Ivy League.
when the news first broke, I was like, "What is Gavin Newsom doing at a laundromat in the first place?"
So, yeah, it seems like he should have staff for that.
He has a guy for that.
Yeah,
roast
like
chicken's very
I've
good.
seen your clothes. You're not going to a laundromat. Then I found out it was a restaurant, and that's why people were mad.
Like guys, don't get me wrong. It's fine. It's good. I enjoyed it, but it's not. It doesn't deserve the 3rd star. Feels like it's a lot for that place. It's just they don't have the innovation to be a 3rd star. You really have to be the the third star, listeners, let me just
I'm
talk to
sending you bad
Third star.
vibes.
Yeah, Joey, how hard do you think we both have to try to actually get Jordan to spontaneously combust?
It's okay. You know,
The three Michelin stars, by the way, started out as if for those who don't know, literally the tire company were Big Tire was trying to sell more road trips.
Mm-hmm.
One star is worth a stop. Two stars is worth a detour. 3 stars is worth a trip. It's literally just Big Tire trying to sell more road trips.
I mean, Guinness World Records is also Big Brewery trying to settle bar disputes.
That's how you do it.
Man, I don't think anyone in a bar is going to accept what some book says.
Man, people back in the day, they just went to the bar to talk. That's all they did.
You should tell your class this, Jordan.
They didn't have TVs yet, so literally, this Pit Girl's not lying. The origin story of the Guinness World Records is they were arguing over literally like which bird was faster.
Yes, I have pulled up the Wikipedia page, as is my wont. On November 10th, 1951, Sir Hugh Beaver, then the managing director of Guinness
Hugh
Breweries,
Beaver.
Yes, let me continue. Went on a shooting party in the North Slob by the River Slaney in County Wexford, Ireland. After missing a shot at a golden plover, he became involved in an argument over whether the golden plover or the red grouse was the fastest game bird in Europe. Parenthetical. The plover is faster, but neither is the fastest game bird in Europe. That night at Castlebridge House, he realized that it was impossible to confirm in reference books whether or not the golden plover was Europe's fastest game bird. Beaver knew that there must have been numerous other questions debated nightly among the public, but there was no book in the world with which to settle arguments about records. He realized then that a book supplying the right answers to this sort of question might prove successful.
Man, bar bets used to be like pre-internet. They used to be a lot different. Like, I feel like the internet's really ruined that. My favorite story I've heard of bar bets was the guy who landed a plane on like the streets of New York in front of a bar. He did that like as a bet, and then he did it a second time to prove it to someone who didn't believe he'd done it the first time. This guy, I just Googled him. His name was Thomas Fitzpatrick. And yeah, he did it the second time. He had to do it again because people didn't believe him that he'd done it before, like a couple years later.
This kind of thing also makes me really miss or like regret slightly the fact that I am just a little bit too young to have had the opportunity to work for Telefact at Pitt. Pitt had a thing, and Auburn, I think, still has the FOI help desk. Like, this was a thing at colleges where student-run telephone hotline, you could just call them and they'll answer any question in the world for you, which is how you settled bar bets before you could text Cha-Cha or just Google it yourself.
Should we call them now?
Telefact closed in 2013. That's why I'm slightly too young to have worked for it. Let's see if the FOI help desk is still open.
Foreign help desk.
Yeah, FOI. The FOI Information Desk, or FOI Information Line, is a telephone and walk-in information service provided by Auburn University and hosted in the New Student Union. It has been in continuous operation since it was started in 1953 by the Dean of Students, James E. Foy. It is no longer 24 hours a day, but it is available 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. So yes, we can call it.
Huh. It receives about 1,000 calls a day.
Wow.
That's less than I would have thought, actually.
It used to get more.
I'm sure.
One of the things that I do love about the Masters, though, is those green jackets, right? You love the green jacket. We love a good jacket. When we have our bowl game, we're going to have our own fancy jackets because, of course, we do. Our friend Matt Brown, of course, has a jacket for his Extra Points Bowl. I found something in my closet.
Oh.
That a jacket I think might actually work for us. Let's see here.
Jordan is removing his headphones and standing up. He's walking away from his desk now. I can see the shadow of him in his TV.
We're doing props now where we're getting dressed and stuff. I feel like that's my thing.
He's walking back towards the desk.
Is that tweed?
It's brown.
Tweed.
It looks really scratchy.
It does look scratchy.
I feel like it just makes you look older.
Thank you.
It makes him look dignified.
Professorial.
Not like older in like
actually,
terms of age.
Does it have elbow patches?
like older in terms of being
Oh.
further in the
Oh.
past.
I got this at one of those. You ever been to a used clothing store where you buy clothes by the pound?
Yeah.
No.
Got it there.
Yeah, there's a Goodwill not that far from me that has the by the pound section.
Those are sentences I have never heard before.
No.
Yeah, you buy clothes by the pound. This was
Okay.
this was the jacket that was purchased for me for my bachelor party.
I think the only food I've ever, thing that I've ever bought by weight was, like you go to the frozen yogurt thing and you just put it on the scale. I've
I mean,
never.
you buy fruit by weight sometimes.
Yeah.
I guess you bought the rocks by volume instead of by
I did
weight.
it. I did it by volume,
Yeah.
not weight. Yeah.
I mean, technically, there's a lot of things that you buy by weight because the
Yeah.
size of the package listed is based on weight.
True.
But
True.
I don't think
The
that counts.
My
I've
camera
just never
does
seen
not like this
clothes by
pattern.
weight, but
No, the camera is absolutely hating you.
Oh,
right
it's
now.
got the what's that
That's
called?
bad.
They give you like a thing before you go on Jeopardy not to wear jackets like that because of what's happening.
oh, it's magic eye
Moray.
going.
Moray
Yeah,
is
a
what it's
little bit.
called.
Jordan, you put in the show notes. What would the Sickos Masters jacket be?
Yeah, is that your submission?
I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but my brain, I didn't even think about it. My brain just immediately went, well, obviously Carolina Panthers blue.
Why?
That just feels like the most Sickos color. It's a shade of blue that does not exist in nature and only exists to make Duke and UNC fans not mad.
No, our jacket is the bull jacket version of the tuxedo T-shirt.
I like it.
Yeah. The other thing
has a screen printed neckerchief there.
Is our jacket not the home field winter jacket?
Oh, that would
I
be
mean,
good.
that's not like a formal jacket, though.
I
Not
was
with
gonna
that
say
attitude.
it's seersucker, but it's black and white.
But that is a good point that whatever it would be, who would our jacket be made by?
Home field apparel. That's right.
Oh,
We're doing the ad read.
He's steering it.
And why would they be exclusively making this jacket?
Because it's the
Because-
softest, comfiest jacket.
Well, aren't we official partners?
Officially
Yes,
licensed.
that's what I was
Yeah.
going for.
Yeah.
They are the official apparel provider of the Sickos Committee.
Yeah.
Can I share my home field story real quick?
Yeah.
Lately, it has been cold as shit in Canada, even though it's spring, and people have been really miserable about it. So in order to try and lighten up the mood, I've been walking around the office in my University of Hawaii hoodie from Home Field Apparel. The joke has not gone over well, but I'm still comfy and stylish, so we take those.
Use our offer code yes, ha ha ha, yes, 3 ha's for 15% off your first order. If you're going to games, and you absolutely should, because going to live sports is always great, use our offer code at Vivid Seats, Sickos20 for $20 off your first purchase of $200 or more. Sign up for our Beehive, where we do all of our writing. Kamish, we're doing retroactive Sickos Committee Games of the Year, correct? Or Teams of the Year.
No.
National champions.
There we go.
Yeah, we're crowning retroactive national Sickos national champions. We're looking for submissions from 1978 through 2019. I just put out a Beehive today. You can still read it on Thursday. On the Beehive, we're going to be having something special coming, partnership with Foyaball, regarding the most booked mascots and how much these mascots make, along with an updated version of our Beehive of the wedding costs, mascots, how much it costs to get a mascot of your favorite team to come to your wedding. Also, with Foyaball, we have stats on who's attended the most weddings. We also have many different stipulations that some of these mascots have. So keep an eye out for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. I do love the Sparty thing, which is incredible. But I think we discussed this on the podcast before, but Sparty will not allow you to take picture with alcohol with him.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that. They'll make you put the beer down or the drink down, or they have somebody there that'll hold it.
Bouncers, yeah.
I love a lot of these mascots. It's just hey, you got to give them, a 10-hour break I'm sorry, a 10-minute break every 30 minutes.
Mhm.
And they got to have a private room. You got to provide them with water. You got to provide all this stuff.
Mhm.
I love the fact that I found out that Marshall says you will not have our mascot at a wedding. They're like, no. Marshall said, absolutely not.
We don't do weddings.
We don't do that. And then one that is I just found out today is UTEP. Pay Dirt Pete. He used to do weddings for $125 an hour. No more. They're not doing weddings with Pay Dirt Pete anymore. They changed it, and then they changed their pricing schedule. So I wonder if that completely changed after they joined the Mountain West. His rates went up like big time, like almost doubled and tripled, and then he doesn't do weddings anymore.
I feel like he might have a different sort of celebration of love to attend, maybe on a hill near
Kamish,
the stadium.
Kamish, I have a question.
Yes, question.
About have you guys crowned a 1991 Sickos national champion yet?
No, we haven't done any of this. So we're accepting nominations at this point.
May I make a nomination?
Nomination.
Yes, there's a form. There's a blog. There's a spreadsheet already in our Discord. If you're a member of our Discord behind our Patreon, you could do that. But go ahead, speak it out loud.
I will tell you what I'm putting in the form as we speak. 1991 Central Michigan.
Okay.
I'm putting that.
That's the
Four
tie.
ties. 6, 1, and 4, right?
Yep. 6, 1, and 4.
Yes.
A tie to Ohio, Toledo, Miami of Ohio, Eastern Michigan.
Yeah.
But here, so we already know that. But here's a point in your favor, Kamish. Beat the Raging Cajuns.
That's good. I like that.
And beat Michigan State, and yet we're not MAC champions despite only having one loss all year, because
they lost to the MAC champions Miami, Ohio, right?
They lost to the MAC champions Bowling Green.
Bowling Green, okay.
And
that was their only loss.
Only loss all year. 4 ties.
Yeah, this is art. They have my vote if we're voting.
By the way, if you're a member of the Patreon, I did a podcast on that season.
Yes, you did.
I did a Commissioner's Corner on that Central Michigan season. So that is a good submission.
Hey, Kamish, we'll have to plan it, schedule it, but I have a Patreon podcast I'm working on right now about the Oberlin, Ohio State game.
Nice. 1921.
Yeah, it should be a good one.
And
welcome
if
to our production meeting.
If they want to listen to the Patreon podcasts, where can they find them?
Oh.
$5 a month gets you access to our Discord. Actually, $3 a month gets you access to the Patreon episodes. $5 for the Discord. $10 for us to use a word in our podcast. We haven't used ameliorate yet today, guys. We need to work on that.
We did last podcast.
Yeah,
we did last time.
Sunday pod.
Yes, we haven't got a new suggestion from them.
And then for $100 a month or more, I'll tell you I love you. Hey, Zach. I love you.
Love you, Zach.
Both of you. 2 Zachs.
Both Zachs.
Both Zachs.
Love you, Zach. I said it twice. So one's for one of you, one's for the other. You guys decide amongst yourselves.
We just wrapped up our drought series where Kamish told Bridget and I the story of Columbia's losing streak and their eventual win over the course of 4 years. That was great. They got to beat the twist at the end where they beat a team. They beat Princeton with a lot of history connected to Columbia was a beautiful bit of just art there. Also, have to brag that Dartmouth was not the team to break the streak, which makes me very happy, even though Dartmouth was a very bad team this time. Go to our merch store at sickoscommittee.org. Get your class Maction. Get your Maction gear. Get your Maccoon gear. Be like the class Maction lawsuit team at Case Western.
Whatever the malpractice bowl is.
Mm-hmm. Go to YouTube. Go to Instagram. Go to Twitch. Go to TikTok. Sign up for check out Message Board Geniuses podcast. They got the places we refuse to go. And shout out to the folks over at Feature Mascot Podcast, where our friends Jeff and Blue talk about the culture around college football. At the Masters, we all know that their food is very cheap.
Yes, yeah. The sandwiches are like $3 or whatever. Yeah,
$1.50.
Oh, okay.
For the egg salad and the pimento.
It's a good deal.
It's extremely good. Their chicken biscuits only $3. They have something called a Master's Candy Bar.
Okay.
I don't know what that is.
I'm Googling. It's new, per the Augusta Chronicle.
Okay.
A new sweet treat at Augusta National has been the talk of the golf course to start the 90th Masters Tournament week. Simply dubbed the Candy Bar, the dark milk chocolate bar with caramel, Rice Crisps, and hazelnut crunch has gotten rave review for its flavors and sweetness. The only person that probably wouldn't like it, according to one patron, is your dentist. Dentist would not approve. If you got dental work done, don't.
That sounds really tasty. Like,
I'm actually extremely into this.
Even a beer is only $6. This is all extremely reasonable. Guys, do we need to go to the Masters at some point?
When they're not gonna let us in.
They would not let us in.
They would let us in at the Waste Management Open.
Yes.
Oh, I mean, they would.
That's where we belong.
We belong in the Waste Management Open.
Wearing the Maccoon scarf, being like, "Is this our
sure.
dumpster?"
We'll
like,
go hang out with.
Yeah.
We'll go hang out with Kenny Dillingham out there. We'll be all right.
I have some Hawaii news for you.
Hawaii.
Hawaii has engaged in a competitive bidding process for local media partnership. And they're going to be going with Hawaii News Now. Is News Now?
It's not what you think it is.
Is that the one that is
no.
You're
thinking about News Nation.
You're thinking of News
I'm thinking
Nation.
about News Nation.
So Hawaii News Now is literally just
what is News Now?
It's literally just the company that happens to own the local CBS and NBC affiliate there. It's not like a national brand. It's just Hawaii.
Did we lose them?
What has happened here?
This. Yep. Your computer, like your internet's just laggy enough that it's like trying to talk to Artemis with the like 1 second delay because they're on the moon.
Me?
He is in northern Canada.
Yes, you.
Yes.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, but your video is not synced with your audio.
So I think what's important to realize is that News Now is just like a Hawaii thing. It's not a national thing. It happens to be the company that owns the CBS and NBC affiliate. The company I work at is Thunder Bay's version. They own the CTV and Global affiliate in Thunder Bay.
Yep. So basically, they you see all the networks underneath it. So CBS, NBC, and then Telemundo, along with KHNL. So basically, it's on network TV. Hawaii football is going to be on network TV on Hawaii itself.
That's amazing.
So that's
which is fantastic.
Instead of the crazy Spectrum, got to pay $300 or whatever,
Rest in peace, Spectrum.
Man,
Hawaii.
you
had a great
Telemundo
scorebug
Hawaii
and you had
slaps.
a great broadcast team.
Yes.
I was also thinking about Hawaiian Telemundo because I bet that does slap. I also bet there is local, because I've never been to Hawaii, but I bet there is local news in like Chinese and stuff in Hawaii too, which was a thing I discovered first the one time I was in LA, just like flipping channels and being like, I never thought about TV in the United States being in like just broadcast over the air TV being in languages other than English and Spanish until I went to LA and was like, this is neat.
Mm-hmm. There is a new Buc-ee's. Kamish, where's the new Buc-ee's?
The new Buc-ee's is right outside of scenic Dayton, Ohio.
Is that where Huber Heights is?
Yes, it's a suburb of Dayton.
It's right off I-70, and it's on like the Columbus side of things. So if you're going between Columbus and Dayton in any way, you'll be able to go to this new Buc-ee's.
And they didn't even have to get any mayors deposed to get this Buc-ee's in. Shout out, no gods, no mayors.
Yeah, so tell me how insane an idea this is. I am going to try to go to this brand new Buc-ee's on Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, God.
I mean, it's going to be
How much
bad.
time are you budgeting?
With my parents, who have never been to Buc-ee's before.
So the Buc-ee's did just, the Buc-ee's will not have just opened in the same way as it has right now. Like, it will have been open for a little bit. However, Memorial Day weekend at Buc-ee's in Ohio.
Did you see like the video to the huge crowd there?
Oh yeah, I mean the one that opened in Virginia backed up Interstate 81 and it is in the middle of absolutely fucking nowhere. Like no disrespect JMU, it's not that far from JMU, but otherwise 81 in Virginia is just like 300 miles of emptiness.
How many gas pumps does this place have?
So many.
Give me a number.
Many.
Are we playing closest without
I'm
going
gonna
over?
say 96.
Oh, we're just playing whatever I feel like it.
97.
I want to like 120. It has to be at least 100.
It is 108.
Wow.
108. But not the biggest Buc-ee's. This Buc-ee's is only 74,000 square feet. Only. The biggest Buc-ee's is going to be opening in Luling, Texas. That will be 75,000 square feet.
Wait. So the original Buc-ee's is expanding?
They're building a new one
What? Okay. Off
because
of I-10?
because the Luling one, the original is not a huge one.
Well, they expanded it a couple of times already.
That one's going to have 120 gas pumps.
I think
So-
the biggest one that I've gone to, the New Braunfels one, New Braunfels one is pretty big. The Baytown one is huge, gas pump wise, but the store doesn't seem as big.
The New Braunfels one is 66,000 square feet, and it does have 120 gas pumps, 83 bathroom stalls. Yeah. I have a question for you about Buc-ee's, Kamish.
Okay.
Buc-ee's etiquette.
Okay.
Can I leave my car at the gas pump when I go inside?
I mean, you shouldn't do that anyway.
But there's 120 spots.
Do not do
No,
this.
don't do
There's
that.
700 people there at all times. There's
Yeah.
I mean, that's also not why it's a bad idea to leave your car there.
well, there's also that. Yes.
Question for
No,
the
this-
assembled.
I
Are you
hate-
guys reacting this way because this is bad Buc-ee's etiquette or because you think this is bad gas station etiquette?
This is bad gas station etiquette.
All right, Jordan, I'm with
I-
you.
Like Sheetses have lots of gas, like not as many as Buc-ee's, obviously, but like most Sheetses have enough gas pumps that you could just leave your car there and you're not causing anybody any major inconvenience. And I still move my car because I'm not an asshole.
I'm just going in
So,
for a
bas-
soda.
Basically,
be
well,
right back.
like it's a long walk at the Buc-ee's, though.
I'm
So
just
basically,
go-
what I do is
Leaving
I'm
your
just
car there
going
at
in for a
Buc-ee's
soda.
is a great way to get hit by a different car.
I will note that my car has the gas pump on the passenger side.
Yeah, same.
So typically I have to like go in a different way. So I'm like, I am getting out of the people that have the driver's side gas take that area because they want to pull in. And I'm like, I'm gonna get out the way. So I just fill up. And then I go park and then I go walk in at my leisure. I'm not gonna be rushed. I'm just, do my thing and then head out that way.
But there's 120. What if there's not a line?
Every time I've gone to Buc-ee's, there's been a line, and I
Have you
want to get
ever
out
been
of
to an
that.
empty Buc-ee's?
I've the emptiest Buc-ee's that I've been to was last year, the Katy Buc-ee's, when they had the snowstorm. When we went to the coach when it was snow, that was the emptiest Buc-ee's I had, and it was like 8 p.m. at night, and so I mean I could have done that there, but like every time on like a road trip, no chance.
I think we have found, like, our country is Canada and the USA. We like to joke about how we're so different, but our cultures are very similar. I think we found something that I simply cannot wrap my head around is the gas station palaces. I don't think I've ever been to a gas station that has more than 8 pumps.
You got to come to Sheets. You got to see a Sheets.
There used to be like when we would take road trips, which I mean, growing up in New Orleans, my mom's from Miami. We would take road trips from New Orleans to Miami, which is a 14-hour drive. A lot of the times we wind up stopping in like Orlando if we couldn't make it the whole way, but or like Kissimmee right out there. But really, the road trip stops were nothing glamorous at all. It was just like
Here's a flying J. Which, like,
even if that, like, it was
speaking,
just nothing. You would get like a Stuckey's if you were lucky,
yeah.
and you get like a pecan log or something. But
D-
there was nothing like the Bucky's that are basically just taking over now. And then for the longest, like, I have no idea, like, the Bucky's first station, like stop, and then, like, I can't even remember when they got the second one. Like, it was that, like, I feel like there's just been like a proliferation of Bucky's everywhere now.
Proliferation.
Yeah, I should have
Also,
said that.
Joey, do they not have like truck stops in Canada?
They do, but
Okay.
so there was the only thing I think of is there was a truck stop in my hometown when I was younger, and they may have had extra pumps, but they were trucks only. You literally had to go in and
Yeah.
split off trucks
Yeah.
and cars. I would say the closest equivalent we have to these sort of gas station palaces is Southern Ontario has something called En Routes, and they're just kind of like a mini food court placed in the middle of nowhere, but still only like 6 pumps.
Okay.
I'm picturing like the rest stops on the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Probably. It literally, like, it feels like a mall food court plopped in the middle of nowhere.
Yes, that is the rest stops on the Pennsylvania Turnpike.
Okay, that's the closest thing we have to that. And they don't even have them in Northern Ontario. As I was driving up to Thunder Bay, I saw a sign that made me laugh a lot, which was no gas for 120 kilometers. And then 5 communities in a row were just smoke shops. So you can stop for smoke. You can stop for smokes. You cannot stop for gas.
Does Canada also have the great North American tradition of like sex shops on the side of the highway?
They appear to be mostly extinct, but their signs still exist. Like,
Okay.
driving out of town, there was a sign for ecstasy, but I believe that store is now closed.
There is a stretch of US 15 north of Harrisburg in which there is a strip club and like 3 sex shops and a swingers joint within like 20 miles.
There was one when I was, as a kid going from Louisiana to Florida, to Miami. There was one. It was Cafe Risque. You'd see that billboard throughout Florida. I'm just like, what is this? Cafe Risque. Also, shout out to the Lion's Den, exit 72 off of I-10 in Louisiana. The Lion's Den. It is. I would never want to go in there.
Shout out to Adult Outlet on US 15, which has billboards with eggplants. I do appreciate the
That's
eggplant
market
billboards.
research. That's market research.
Beth showed me a drive-through strip club in the backwoods of Pennsylvania.
They had those in Laredo.
Americans love cars.
I've always been curious to go to one of those like sex shops that's still in business, just to see, like, man, what are they selling here even at this point? Because I feel like it used to be mostly like DVDs, but that like
So my understanding,
in 2026.
My understanding is the highway sex shops usually what keeps them in business is people who do not want to be seen at a sex shop in their hometown, and sex shop isn't like buying paraphernalia. Let's say.
Well, so the other thing here is that zoning makes putting them in places that are not like the side of the highway very difficult in a lot of municipalities.
I mean,
and
look,
so they end up there because they can't be anywhere else.
I don't have questions about the location. Like, I have questions about the underlying business model.
It's paraphernalia now instead of DVDs.
Okay,
it's also individual movie booths when you want to just like stop in for a bit.
There's truck parking at this one in Louisiana.
Yeah, there are.
Yeah.
Sitting in the movie booth at the sex shop with my DVD of Con Air. I'm not doing anything. I just wanted a private place to watch Con Air.
I didn't want anyone to see
Trying very hard not to think about how sticky the floor is.
Man,
that's immersion.
You know that. Yeah, that is something I would do. Damn. Man, I've been messed up today. People keep saying the phrase or the word Armageddon on Blue Sky and not talking about the movie, and that has me messed up. Because I
close my eyes.
Well, I see it, and I see them saying about like, "Oh, I'm not a fan of Armageddon," or like, "I didn't want Armageddon today." I'm like, "What are you talking about? Armageddon is great." Ben Affleck, Bruce Willis, like, come on.
That's the movie, right, with the director's commentary where Ben Affleck's just trashing the whole thing?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to Michael Bay, the director. One of his many fine films.
We have the Frozen 4 set in the NCAA for the D1 Frozen 4. Number 1 Michigan versus Denver, and Wisconsin versus number 2 North Dakota Light. They will be playing for the Frozen 4 championship. I'm against Wisconsin because they took Dartmouth out in the first round.
Oh,
I'm emotionally against them. I don't want Michigan to get a second championship this year. It feels like too much.
Big Ten supremacy.
So I think I'm heading for North Dakota in this one. Like I'm
Uh,
here.
that's probably the bandwagon team is North Dakota. Denver also. Denver, unless you're a no new rings type, because Denver has a recent national championship.
Denver won 2 years ago, right?
Yep. They won the national championship and then followed up next year by losing to a club team.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that's fine. Also, I will be rooting for Denver. Sorry, Michigan fan friends, I love you. Because there is a friend of the show who is a PhD student at Denver now. So,
Oh,
yeah.
Pioneer.
Mhm.
The Pioneers. I love the green of North Dakota. They're a great hockey sweater.
I got to see their football team this year, and it was a lot. Their uniforms are gorgeous too.
Yeah.
So I would like to say something is, you guys know when you watch like March Madness what the
Yeah.
like you see the host team for each
Yes.
region, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
So would anyone like to guess who the host team is at the national championships?
I know it's in Las Vegas.
Yes. So who is the host team?
You would think it would be UNLV, but that
It's
would make
Arizona
too much
State,
sense.
isn't it?
It is North Dakota.
Okay.
So
Sure.
they're hosting this in Vegas?
Yes, this is the second time something stupid like this has happened, because a couple years ago when the Frozen Four was in Tampa Bay, it was hosted by Wisconsin.
Jordan, I need you to hit the Vegas baby ding 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 button, please.
It's
I mean,
Vegas,
look,
babe.
you've got
Ding,
North
ding, ding,
Dakota
ding, ding,
State
ding.
going
Thank
to the Mountain West, right? So they're in the same
Well, yeah.
conference as UNLV.
Oh,
North
that makes-
Dakota needed to keep pace. They needed to have their own athletic event in Las Vegas.
There you go.
Jordan's scrolling through the soundboard.
Last night, I was putting together the list of national champions from all the basketball tournaments. So NJCAA, NCCAA, all of them.
Somebody was mad that we didn't get the Mexican national champions. Did we know that?
I no, I don't.
I was working on a thing recently that I was gonna post to the Beehive that it has been scrapped. The 4,000 team NCAA bracket that the Onion posted about many years ago.
Yeah.
Outside of Canada and the USA, finding information about college basketball is so hard.
Oh, it's almost impossible.
I learned a lot about, there is a college basketball league in Asia that has a Mongolian team, 3 Korean teams, and 5 Japanese teams, and a Taiwanese team.
Hell yeah.
And
I
you think
typed
our
in-
travel is bad?
Mm-hmm.
I typed in Mexican college basketball champion. All I got is Gabriela Yaquez from UCLA.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. On the entire search. Like, that's all I got. And I'm like, that's the
So when I was doing this,
sister of Jaime Yaquez.
I came across the NJCAA Division I Women's National Title, Eastern Arizona. And I was looking for their logo, because trying to find junior college logos, community college logos, they don't have like branding pages or anything. They just have like kind of shitty PNGs that you have to clean up a little bit. But these guys, I found out they're the Gila Monsters.
I love their logo so much. He's just a little guy. He's a little guy. He's standing up. He's a Gila monster. He's standing up on his back legs, and he's like purple and orange. He's got angry eyebrows, and he looks like he wants to fight you.
This is the most
Gila
little
monster
guy of a
Charmander.
mascot in the entire world.
He's just a little guy.
I love
I
this.
love him so much. Homefield, I already added you on Blue Sky, but I'm going to verbally at you here. Please license EAC. I need the little guy on like every possible piece of merch you make.
Jordan, I'm sure you've looked into this.
EAC
Does the little guy have a name?
His name is Hank the Gila Monster.
Hank, look
Yes.
at him.
So Pit Girl, EAC is my white whale of home field, and I have been on this beat since like Big New Saturday season 2. So
Thank you,
welcome
Hank.
aboard. But yes, the new little guy is delightful. I immediately captioned him. Mom says it's my turn with the Xbox. Because that is the energy that he has, but I love him so much. He is not quite tantrum, but definitely a little bit unhappy.
He's got the angry eyebrows.
He
He's
does.
very reminiscent of that gif of the teddy bear where it's like there and then it smashes its head on the desk and comes back up with the angry eyebrows. Like that's where we're at. EAC, do you sell merch? Oh my god, I just went
They
to their
sell
website.
plushies. They have plushies of this guy.
Oh
now.
my god.
Plushies?
I
Yeah,
saw them last
plushies.
night.
I just went to their website and there's like a banner of a bunch of students just like presumably at freshman orientation or something, and the back of their t-shirts say I'm a rowdy reptile.
So they used to have a football team, but unfortunately their helmets were just script Eastern, which looked good in the colors. Don't get me wrong. Now, the two new ones are the update. Next to that in the show notes, I have the old Gila Monster, which also was
Also slaps.
It is a Gila Monster, gold, yellow and purple, but he's got two guns and a fuck around and find out face.
This
He's
is
got-
Bowser and Bowser Jr.
Angry teeth.
It's so good. I also, guys, if you'll check the podcast chat, I'm going to say their costume mascot, not nearly as good.
No, I don't like
That's gotta be
this.
like the hottest, like suit.
That
too-
is
Swear.
somebody
That's-
spilled bleach on Barney.
And like the hat is giving Australia for some reason.
It's
Mhm.
because it's droopy.
Yeah.
What I did find after going down the Gila Monster rabbit hole, Gila hole, lizard hole, whatever it is,
Don't say that again.
Yeah, I don't like any of those.
is
Cut that out.
so I work part-time as an adjunct for a community college. I know the community college brandings are always, well, first off, someone had a great point saying that this school probably spent like $1,000 to get this amazing logo and
Mhm.
amazing branding. And there are schools that spend millions to get way shittier branding. But I found this where we talk about the comparisons between the Gila Monster itself and a Eastern Arizona student. I'm going to read some of these for y'all. We are confident and prepared. Gila monsters are covered in osteoderms and possess defensive venom. EAC Gila monsters are prepared for what's ahead. We are forward thinking. Gila monsters store up to a year's worth of energy in their tails. EAC Gila monsters store enough knowledge to last a lifetime. We are unique. Gila monsters have their own unique skin patterns and no two look alike. EAC Gila monsters comprise a vibrant and inclusive community. My favorite. We are resourceful. Gila monsters can find eggs that are buried deep in the sand. EAC Gila monsters find innovative solutions and improve communities.
Listener, I need you to know that this infographic, in addition to having all of these captions, have like little lines pointing to different parts of the Gila monster and also of a student wearing a purple polo. So like, we are confident and prepared points to the Gila monster's nose where the osteoderms and where the teeth with the venom are, and to the backpack that the student is wearing.
So this is cool and all, but what I really want to know is how does the trajectory of this school compare to Pitbull's career?
I don't know. I did find that we are rowdy. I'm a rowdy reptile shirts.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So anyway, listeners, if there is any way that I can get EAC merch shipped, please let me know. Cause like I will buy all of it. Like this will be a
Yes.
like $3,000 on EAC merch. Please help me. My family is dying kind of situation.
I texted my fiance the Hank logo, and they said, "I love him. He's spunky. He's got pizzazz."
I want to take a moment to appreciate also the 2004 Gila monster that I am going to screen cap and put in the chat. Because the 2004 Gila monster is also just a little guy, but in a very different way than Hank is, and I like him too. Look at him.
It's so cute.
I love him. Listener, this is like a top-down view of a Gila monster, and it's just like a lizard. Like it is just a lizard with stripes, top down, legs out, just there. He's just a little guy.
If you are anywhere near, where is this place?
Thatcher, Arizona.
Thatcher, Arizona.
Okay, if you're
Which
anywhere near Thatcher, Arizona.
So it's basically you would be driving from Las Cruces, and as soon as you get past the New Mexico border, you would take an exit and then go up off of I-10 a little bit, and then that's Thatcher. Like basically almost right across the New Mexico border, you'll get to Thatcher. It's really close to the Gila National Forest.
That would make sense.
Yeah,
that would. But the mascot would make sense. Yeah,
yeah. The Gila National Forest is mainly in New Mexico, but there is still like some like Gila. There's the Gila Box Riparian National Conservation Area, which is not too far away from them in Thatcher. But this is like, I mean, I can't even think that. Like Tucson's probably like 3 hours away from them, I think. Let's see, maybe less.
Oh, a former design student created New Hank.
That's great. And so it probably cost them like, again, $1,000. If that.
Monique Saldana, current EAC employee and former graphic design student as of fall 2022, played a key role in the new visual identity. She made extensive revisions and exclusively created the Gila Hank youth mark.
So current EAC employee, if she was on the clock, they may not have had to pay her anything extra.
This also, they are in the same conference as the Scottsdale Artichokes, which I have dropped in the chat as well.
We do like the fighting artichokes.
This is a blood runs cold situation. This is a rivalry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, look at the plush Hank. Look at him. Okay.
Their school campus store has an Instagram page, but no way to order online.
I've been searching this whole time, and
you cannot buy merch online. Home Field, if you are listening,
you're gonna have to like call them.
I was gonna say
they have a phone number.
Hi EAC, this is the Sickos Committee.
Make this the real in TikTok, and so we can try and get it blown up. Hector, get us in touch with EAC with this TikTok.
I have to, guys.
I know you are God in the TikTok world, Hector. You make EAC give us a plushie right now.
The numbers, the stuff that I posted yesterday have done has to be the most like the EAC has coverage that EAC has gotten in decades.
Earned media.
Yes. Just have a cute mascot. We'll be all over you guys.
I mean, also, according to that one guy on LinkedIn, that's worth like 7 times, it's worth like $7 million an hour or whatever.
Oh yeah.
No, this is $795 million economic impact right here.
That's right.
Give us
my question: Can we just go in person and buy these?
Yeah,
it's true.
Probably.
It's store.
Would it be possible to work this into a trip to the Inn of the Mountain Gods Resort and Casino?
That's on the other side of New Mexico, but sure. We could stop halfway there. Road trip.
Man, your soundboard's loud.
Oh, is it loud tonight?
It's
yeah, I
fine.
mean,
I mean, it
can
was
tell.
loud last night too, or 2 nights ago, whenever we recorded.
Linear time was a mistake.
okay. End of the Mountain Gods to Thatcher, Arizona. Let's get this here. 5 hours and 7 minutes.
That's nothing. I did that today. I did that literally today.
That's me to you, Kamish.
Yeah,
Well,
that's
Or
basically
now, now
me
you're
and you.
quiet.
Yeah. Now he's quiet.
Now I'm quiet. Okay.
Now
hold
you're
on.
Yeah.
quiet. Yep.
Okay. Now I'm
Um,
back up.
You're back up. Yep.
Basically, you would go from the End of the Mountain Gods through
Resort
Alamo
Casino.
Gordo, through White Sands, Las Cruces, I-10. Lord, you'd pass through Hatch, past the Gila National Forest, and then Eastern Arizona College.
We have our flag bracket finals.
Oh yeah.
Controversy.
New Mexico versus Maryland.
I'm
want to talk.
I'm happy with this.
I am too. Let's talk about the controversy here on the Maryland side of the bracket, because our dear friends over at Blue Sky, we have lots of Minnesota is a very strong presence over there,
Yes.
and so the Minnesota crowd landslide over Maryland, but on Reddit, on Instagram, on Twitter, Maryland was the big winner. So there had been some controversy here. But I promise you, listeners, we did the maths.
Yeah, I can tell you how I did it to try and average out for the differences in user base. I did not take raw vote into account. I added up the percentages of each matchup, and Maryland came out 1.5% ahead around all of them. It was the second closest matchup of the entire tournament. The only closer one was Hawaii, Nova Scotia, which was 50-50, split by about 2 votes.
Okay. So we have Maryland and then New Mexico. I'm going to let y'all have a word right now if you want to about your favorite. What are you guys voting for?
I'm going to vote for New Mexico. I like the simplicity of it. Don't call me a CJP Gray. I like Maryland too, but the New Mexico one I like because I like a flag that can be cropped into a logo, and the Zia absolutely can. You put that flag on a helmet, it looks great. We've seen what happens when we put Maryland's flag on a helmet.
That's the beauty of Maryland, though.
I agree with you.
Yeah, and also it is worth noting that CGP Grey himself does also like the Maryland state flag. I just I really don't want to have to hand it to Maryland. Like, as a Pennsylvanian, I should not have to do this, but I do. I have to hand it to Maryland and New Mexico. I do love you. I think the Zia is great, but come on. Look at it. Also, this is the sickos flag bracket.
So here's why I'm gonna go with New Mexico here. I'm gonna be honest. Like, I definitely don't have the flag opinions that some of the rest of y'all have, but New Mexico, it is home of the Inn of the Mountain Gods Resort and Casino. So, that has my vote.
So yeah, I'm going New Mexico here. Just I've been to both states. Look, I mean, I like New Mexico better than Maryland.
And,
Yeah.
and Kamish,
And
you're going
yeah.
you're going against your own region. Remember, you were the one who ranked Maryland number 1.
Yeah, I mean, it is the West bracket was, I think, almost any
The
one
West
of the
was stacked.
what was it, 1, 2, 3, and 4 out of the West could battle with Maryland. I think any of them could put up a fight against Maryland. One thing for Maryland for me is a down score, is that one of the banners was used by the Confederates during the American Civil War. So the red and white one. That's the down score for me there. And I love the Lobos. I love the New Mexico State Aggies. I mean, they are the first ones to like credential the committee. And I feel like I can't go against that state. I love Las Cruces. Albuquerque's great. Santa Fe, phenomenal. Worth a vacation. And I mean, the
Vacation.
next vacation I'm going to take, it's probably going to be the Intermountain Gods there in New Mexico when they sponsor us eventually. And we'll have a discount code of yes, yes. Eventually, I should probably email them. Can you sponsor our podcast, Inn of the Mountain Gods?
Inn of the Mountain God Senpai, notice us.
Yes,
we should go do a live show there.
I mean, look, fly us out.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Fly us out to either El Paso or Albuquerque, because they're both equidistant essentially to the Inn of the Mountain Gods. And no, but I love the New Mexico, like the Zia. It is a great symbol. Honestly, I feel like I would have the Zia up in my house if not for living in Texas. Like I just can't do that. But I don't mind dropping a fleur de lis because I'm from Louisiana there in my house. But like I can't do the Zia in the house, even though I kind of want to. There was one thing that I was gonna get for an anniversary gift. It was a Roadrunner inside a Zia symbol, and I was like, I can't do the Zia. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the Zia. The Maryland flag, again, just the down score due to the Confederate portion of the flag, which, you know, it's a great flag though. It is awesome. Like both of these flags deserve to win the title. But my leaning is New Mexico.
No, I was born in Maryland. I grew up. I have owned apparel with the Maryland flag on it. I've done the whole thing. I'm voting New Mexico here.
Really?
It is my favorite state flag.
OPG, I do have a question just as sort of a tournament
Yes.
wrap-up situation. I am kind of surprised you are not boycotting the finals here after the travesty that happened in round one of your side of the bracket. 13 seed Delaware knocking out Pennsylvania.
Yeah, listeners and followers, what the fuck was that? Literally, what the fuck was that?
I love that baby blue, baby.
It's okay, the blue's fine, but like everything else about that flag sucks shit, guys. It's only
will
a
say
13 because it's blue. It's like
I
a
will
nice
say
shape.
that one was the matchup that genuinely befuddled me. Every other upset I got, like, okay, that's why. That was the only one where like I don't fucking know.
I will note too that I'm not necessarily a fan of the drivers in Maryland.
No one is.
Yeah, no one is.
Formerly being an auto adjuster. Yeah, Maryland.
No, it is interesting as a Pennsylvanian. Maryland has such nice roads and such awful drivers.
I look, it's bad. Like you see a Maryland plate and you're like, oh, look out.
Just move over. Just it doesn't matter how fast
just
you're
get out the way.
going.
It's
Like
not
Pennsylvanians,
enough.
we have lead feet. The state police will like leave you alone unless you're being a real asshole 90% of the time. You see somebody coming with Maryland plates, just move over.
Kamish, you were the DC Flag's biggest hater of this tournament. And I will give you some solace as to my friend Steph who is a big flag head, sent me a theory as to why DC did so well. Because the blue sky is what led Virginia over Texas as well. The blue sky votes are what flipped that.
Yeah.
So my friend Steph, they sent me a stats thing that showed that DC, Maryland, and Virginia were the three flags that were most blue sky over anything else. Steph said, is blue sky just filled with laid off federal workers and they're just boosting the Virginia and DC flags?
It seems that way. No, I look, I'm not hating the DC flag. I just don't get it. I know people love it. They love the coat of arms. They love all the stuff. There's like a historical thing that makes them love it. without having that history attached to it, it doesn't do anything for me. So I mean, it's not a bad flag. I'm glad that my Southeast bracket, from all the seeding yelling at, my top 2 seeds made the final, and mine was the only bracket that had the top 2 seeds in the final.
Yeah, I would say yours was probably the most chalk. The West would have been chalk if Colorado didn't beat California. I think my bracket was the one that was least chalk, unfortunately.
Canada and friends, like Alaska, was just
so
I mean,
mad.
That was
Nunavut was
so
robbed.
mad. So mad. I've mentioned since the original podcast went up, I originally had Alaska as my 6, and I only bumped it up because you guys were bullying me.
I will say this, that Maryland's probably going to win this flag thing whenever it happens. But, I'm not mad with either choice. But if it's left to these two, I'm going to Mexico. So it's just, it's probably going to be Maryland to win the flag thing. But I'm not mad at that choice either. But hey, I love people just coming, Maryland flag is overrated. And I'm like, I'll be okay. And then everyone's like, Maryland is not in the Southeast. And I was like, well, there's a part of it.
Also, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, it is.
They were more mad about that than Minnesota was mad about being in the Northeast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Ohio got upset. That shocked me, upset by Rhode Island.
Rhode Island is good though. Like, that's a good flag. Underrated flag, I think.
I was shocked by that one.
Square flags are great.
I would like to take this moment to note, as I am reading the Wikipedia page about the Maryland state flag, I will drop a picture in the chat. Southwest Airlines painted a Boeing 737 in the Maryland state flag theme in 2005 because they had a hub in Baltimore. Also, the world's only full-size chainmail / scale mail Maryland state flag was created by Brian Galloway, a retired U.S. Air Force veteran from Cecil County. It is 7 by 3.5 feet and consists of over 22,000 individual aluminum scales, over 45,000 rings, and weighs almost 30 pounds.
Beautiful.
The more you know.
I have seen the Southwest Maryland flag jet in person. It is glorious.
The more you know.
I don't think it's still flying, but I may be wrong.
UNC has a new head coach for basketball. They've hired former Denver Nuggets coach Michael Malone, won a championship there a couple years ago.
Yeah.
NBA knowers. Somebody on Blue Sky compared this to doing the Bill Belichick thing again. Is that true?
I wouldn't say it's the Bill Belichick thing, because like Belichick had like 6 like Super Bowls, 8 overall. Michael Malone only has 1 title.
So I think we're gonna get a guy that people know from the pros. This is totally
that's
fine.
Similar that way.
Okay.
Arthur, what are your opinions on Malone as a coach? Because I know, like, he had like Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Basically they got a title. Then they kind of like flopped the next year, and it was a surprise firing. I mean, what do you think? Like, I just don't understand.
I mean, he's definitely a coach. He definitely has experience coaching a lot of basketball games.
True.
He is not someone I ever would have had on my radar as like, go coach. Like, the NBA coach that people were expecting here was
Billy Donovan,
the Bulls coach, Billy Donovan, which more on that saga. I guess they did finally fire some of the front office people, but
whatever's going on in Chicago sports, just yikes lately.
He's still the coach there somehow.
Yeah.
Like, and it's not that this was their worst season in a while. They finally missed the play-in tournament completely, but Billy Donovan, it's like, well, I mean, he's been good enough that you don't fire him. He hasn't been good enough to do anything else. I don't know. But yeah, Michael Malone, like, at least he is somewhat current in terms of the game. Yeah. And
was he coaching anywhere before this? Like, as an assistant?
I don't know what he was doing, because he got fired in season last season.
So he was fired last year, the 2025 Nuggets, in the middle of the season. Well, no, he got dismissed 3 games before the playoffs. I remember that. 3 games before the playoffs last year. He didn't do anything last year. He just took the season off, I guess. And so now he's the head coach of the Tar Heels, which, I mean, this doesn't really make sense. Like pulling from the pros. He's not a North Carolina guy either. He's from Queens, New York. He played at Loyola, Maryland. Like I don't see any lineage to him being from the area, recruiting or whatever. But I feel like this is like a Michael Lombardi thing where you want a pro coach that's won a title and you think that's going to win you in the portal instead of NIL money, which, yeah, go ahead, Pit Girl.
Beep, 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 beep,
Oh.
beep, beep.
Breaking news.
Bench clearing brawl between the Angels and Braves in Anaheim.
Oh, nice.
I'm looking at it now. They're really going at it.
Oh, God, they're scrapping.
They scrapping.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean the job that everyone kind of linked Michael Malone to was the Knicks job, and then he didn't get that. They went with Mike Brown instead.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's I don't. At least it's not Bill Belichick, which is a great thing to be able to say about your hire.
Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I mean,
coach.
a pro coach, great experience, has a lot of. I mean, was assistant with the Warriors and Steph Curry, head coach with the Kings, head coach with the Nuggets. Won an NBA championship. It kind of out of the blue, but they gave him a 6-year contract totaling $50 million. So,
well, the other thing,
Yeah.
the other thing I'd say about Michael Malone is like, yeah, he has a ring. How much of that is just Jokic?
yeah, Jokic and then like Murray just being absolutely on fire.
Because
Yeah.
with Jokic, it's like, yeah, you had the best player in basketball.
Yep.
And you won a championship. Like, I'm not saying that he doesn't deserve credit for it, but it's not like,
Oh my God,
it's
he's
not
Gene
like you're
Chisholm.
hiring some kind of like program architect, right? Like it's not like
Yeah.
you're hiring Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra.
When did Jokic get drafted?
We have pronounced that man's name 8 different ways this
Nikolai.
Yeah,
No.
Jokic got drafted. I
Jokic.
forget what year, but it was like the back half of the second round. He got drafted during a commercial for the Taco Bell
for Taco Bell.
quesarito.
All right, let me see here. He was drafted in 2014 in the second round. So Michael Malone was the head coach for Denver for him starting in 2015-16. He missed the playoffs 1, 2, 3 first year. And then they made the conference semifinals in 2018. Conference finals, conference semis, lost in the first round. Then they won the title, lost in the conference semis. But he got fired 3 games before. And then no, he didn't even make he got fired. He was 47-32 and they fired him 3 games before the playoffs. I don't know how this is going to work. Like he's a competent coach. I just don't know how it's going to work at North Carolina with it feels different. There's NIL, like everybody's a free agent. Does North Carolina have that allure anymore? But I have no idea. And Lombardi being the like, hey, we're going to treat this as, the 33rd NFL team. Is he going to try to do that? Like we're the 31st NBA team.
We're the 31st NBA team until they figure out expansion in Seattle and Vegas.
Seattle and LA, in Vegas, yes. That's right.
Breaking news in SEC baseball.
Oh.
Bethune-Cookman has taken down LSU in Baton Rouge.
Ooh, nice.
I don't think that's a surprise this year, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, like
the helmet.
The last thing I'll say about UNC basketball
OPG hat
is
you wear a helmet when you're up to bat.
Yes.
They fired a pretty good coach to do this. Like, I mean, what was their coach's name? Hubert Davis.
Hubert Davis, yeah.
Like he had some success there.
He kind of like he had that one run to the title game, and then it's just been slow trajectory decline. But it's not. Again, they probably thought that they could just hire anybody they wanted, and including the coach that just Um, it just won the title with Michigan. Is it Dusty
Dusty
May?
May. Yeah.
Dusty May. That's right. No, LSU's had a rough year this year. Baseball wise, they're 22-12. They've lost to Northeastern. They lost to McNeese. They got blown out by the Cajuns. They're not having a great year by LSU standards. The funny thing is that they've won all their SEC games. They just like beat like Tennessee 2 out of 3, and then they lose to Bethune-Cookman out of nowhere.
Charging the
It's supposed to
super
be-
weapon.
Yeah. So
Does LSU have another coaching buyout in them?
no, I think Jay Johnson's safe. They just won the title last year.
College baseball is very swingy. Like, you rarely see teams win 2 years in a row.
Yeah, I mean they'll be fine. I mean they're 22-12. If they're good enough in the SEC, they still may wind up sneaking into the World Series, but they're not going to be. I don't think they'll win the College World Series this year, but they're having a down year for sure.
We have on our fail brackets,
Yes.
because this year we've done before where instead of trying to win our bracket, your goal is to get the most answers wrong. And friend of the program, Road to CFB on Twitter, won our women's bracket. He got one game correct. Virginia beating Georgia. That puts them in the bottom 4.2% of all brackets nationally, with only 10 points in his entire bracket. He had Southern University picked to win the whole thing.
The only brackets in our thing that were lower than him were incomplete brackets.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can't get any lower than that incomplete bracket unless like you just totally miss everything.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. That's absolutely impressive.
It's incredibly impressive.
Yeah. To get that, and then I sent out the Sickos committee like basketball stand in the store. I sent him that for winning there. For the men's side, we had a 10-way tie. 10 folks in our bracket of in our group of over like 600, 700 entries. 10 tied. And I was like, okay, so what am I supposed to do here with the tiebreaker? Am I supposed to give it to the person that got closest to the score or the person that was furthest away from the score? And so I decided to just do both. So there's a winner. Like the one that got closest to the total score was only 9 points away. And then the one that put in the most points of 999 that you failed.
So
you
close.
failed the most. You win in the bracket there. So you won the bracket. I'm going to send out gifts to both of them.
Thank you for participating, y'all.
That was a lot of fun. Hope you enjoy your Sickos basketball stands. They're still in the store. Will we ever sell out of them? I don't think so at this point.
Eventually.
Sure.
In the fullness
or
of time.
the heat death of the universe will arrive.
I mean, we're
Yeah.
not getting any more.
No, we're not going to be able to get any more. No. So it's just there if you want it. I already lowered the prices. I could lower them again, but it's not going to be worth anything.
Did you all ever watch the original Power Rangers?
No.
No.
Okay.
I don't.
So I was
I was
the
born
original
in
Power-
1999.
I was
Joey, stop that.
I was a fan of the original Power Rangers, and all the robots were like these cardboard,
Yeah.
things. But the Black Power Ranger, his Dinozord was a mastodon, and the Utah Mammoth, remember it's a singular, have come out with the Zamoth. The 2002 Olympic Zamboni retrofitted as a mammoth themed fan vehicle. And it looks like one of those old fucking Power Rangers
It
Zords.
very much does.
It's beautiful. All hail the Zamoth.
I refuse to support anything belonging to that supposed team.
Are you mad about that? Oh, because they moved from...
Bring back the Coyotes. They were so fucked up and so great.
I dropped a picture in the chat of the actual like Dinozord the mammoth. It looks just like that.
I will say I'm into the Zamboni mammoth.
Mhm.
It does look like the Dinozord.
It does.
Like, I still think that the Utah Mammoth, the hockey team, should have stayed Utah Hockey Club,
Mhm.
but I do like Mammoth Zamboni.
The
I don't know.
2002 Olympics.
I'm still kind of like every team that they propose a new name, I see it floated around that they could name them Venom, which, I think that would be cool just from like the movies.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
I'm a little bit still just disappointed they didn't go with Venom. Hopefully the new NBA team in Vegas, whenever that happens, can be Venom.
The Vegas Venoms actually has a nice and alliterative.
Yeah, I know. That's why they should do it. Also, in Venom: The Last Dance, they do go to Vegas. So
And The Last Dance is a basketball term.
Maybe they could, have Venom, a Gila monster mascot.
Yeah, because they're in the desert.
More Gila monsters.
Tonight, the Blue Jays, Joey's beloved Blue Jays, were selling 77-cent hot dogs in honor of their 77 inaugural season. They sold approximately, during the seventh inning, they announced they sold approximately 100,000 dogs.
So this is a continuation of the Looney Dog thing from last year. The Blue Jays pride themselves on selling a lot of hot dogs. And I will say, I've had the hot dogs at Rogers Center. For how much they sell, they're pretty good. They have an official hot dog sponsor. I assume that's how they get all the dogs.
I mean, you know who else sells a lot of hot dogs, and the hot dogs are damn good? Costco. The volume of hot dog is not always an indicator of the quality of hot dog.
And it's even cheaper at the Rogers Center than at Costco.
can you get a slice of cheese on your hot dog at the Rogers Center?
Yes. And you can get a slice of cheese on the side. I'm with you, Jordan.
Thank
I am your strongest soldier on this one.
Do not encourage this. This is one of the only things that Jordan has said that no, that's not true. But it is almost as upsetting as the glasses in the shower thing. I don't think anything will ever be more upsetting than that.
Listen, I'm just the umpire here. I'm calling balls and strikes. It's a slice of cheese. We're
challenging ABS right now.
Challenge.
ABS. we're gonna tap the head. No, if we all were in the context, like in the mindset of being there, it's contextual.
Right, but we did.
Yeah,
we
were not.
Did,
no.
In that moment, we had in fact just fallen out of the coconut tree.
Yes.
The only person who was in the context of all that was before in that moment was Jordan.
Joey, can you get a roll of loonies? Like, can you go to a bank and get a roll of? How much is on a roll of loonies?
Usually $10.
Huh. It's like a little mini roll. Okay, interesting.
No, I mean the loonies aren't big. It's just like that big.
Yeah, it's like if you're picturing Jordan's probably picturing a roll of quarters, which I think is like $10 worth of quarters, so it's like a pretty hefty.
Okay.
No, yeah, I think you can get rolls at $20 in loonies, but that sounds like a weapon.
Yeah, that's the idea, actually. That's what rolls of quarters are for.
And the Atlanta Braves have put together a 7-inch burger called the Bat Flip. We're back to food.
And to be clear, this is 7 inches tall.
Yes.
It has 2 pounds of seasoned beef patties, braised short rib, pork belly, melted cheese, crunchy onions, green leaf lettuce, sliced red tomatoes, and a fried egg, all stacked on a toasted bun. It's got a sauce, a pink sauce of some sort too, it looks like.
It's a Chipotle.
Is it that
aioli?
pink sauce that was being sold on TikTok that killed a bunch of people?
Did it actually kill people?
I don't know.
There were some serious food safety issues with that thing. I wouldn't be entirely shocked if that was the case. Regarding the Bat Flip, everything in this is good. It's just too much. I want this but smaller.
This is stunt food.
That's why you're gonna love my master's menu, which is gonna have this, but 7 millimeters.
Perfect.
This is just going back to Jordan's food earlier and Hit Girl's response of, "We just want plates." Like,
Mhm.
this does not need to be a sandwich. You don't
Why-
need
also,
to put
why
your
is-
entire meal between two pieces of bread.
Why the second?
Just-
Why the second patty? Why the second patty?
Yeah, it's excessive. Like I am about everything in this. I
This
think
is
it would be a
gauche.
good burger, but it's too much. Like
It's, yeah,
take one
performative.
accessory off before you leave the
Performative.
house.
That's exactly right.
Now, what if this was a slop bowl?
Now hold on.
Yes. I am
But
not
the-
opposed to anything that is in this. I am opposed to
I mean,
taking something that is 2/3 the height of your head and calling it a sandwich.
right.
Like, you cannot eat this as a sandwich.
This would hit if it was like a bowl over rice, though.
Yes.
Like if we did
Yeah.
look, we did American bibimbap. Here it is.
Ooh.
So you're supposed to share this. Can you try to imagine sharing this thing?
Cutting this would be a
But-
nightmare, and then you have egg goop everywhere too.
In a,
Yeah.
in a
How do you
ballpark
allocate the
situation
egg
as well.
fairly?
Like, there's no, like, I know you're not buying this if you're, like, you're not affording this if you're sitting in the 300s, but, like, imagine a situation where you're trying to share this not in without a table.
Yeah, so like when they do the food hosting thing where you try out the foods and you let the media in or whatever,
Mhm.
they said this was meant for 4 people. I don't know how you can cut the burger like this into quarters.
You
Um,
can't.
You probably can't.
Egg goop
Um,
everywhere.
But they keep saying that it's a shareable. And it feels like what they do with SUVs is like, yeah, we can classify it as an SUV, so they don't have to have that great gas mileage. We call this a shareable,
Everything
and
is
we
a
can
shareable.
get away. Yeah, we can get away with the serving size being 4. Like when you look at your box of Oreos or your bag of Oreos or whatever, it says serving size 2 cookies.
Hmm.
There is
Like, are
not
you
a single
kidding me,
thing on this
Oreos?
planet that is not shareable. Change my view.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Oreo? Only 2 in a serving size? I'm eating the whole sleeve.
What if they served it already cut up and on its side? Like, what if they served it like the OM cheeseburger?
Okay, then you can share it
There
because
you
that's
go.
easier to slice. That makes it
How about-
Once again,
how about
Applebee's
you
Also,
ahead of the
slice it-
if
game.
it's already cut up and on its side, you know what you have? A plate.
You got
Man,
skewers then.
Imagine
Burger
an
skewers.
in-stadium Applebee's.
Continue to
Dollar
cook.
Dollaritos. Dollaritos at the baseball
Somebody
stadium.
has to have an in-stadium Applebee's. If they don't, there needs to be one.
TM.
That's it, in-stadium Applebee's.
I don't think we can TM Applebee's.
We have TM the idea of in stadium Applebee's. Applebee's can buy this idea from us. We had it first.
I mean, maybe it's only in a club section, so you could say it's like fancy.